Hello. Can everyone hear me? Audio, video check. Let me put my phone on D&D. Last time call आ गया था किसी का. I can see Karthik. Hello Karthik, good evening. JS Art is here. Hello, hello. JS Art. Deepak. Good evening Deepak bhai. Hina is here. Hello. Hina is Aparna, right? Audio is fine, right? Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me well? Last time it was my volume was low. इस बार मैं I'm trying to talk loudly, so I hope it's better today. Please let me know. Okay. Yeah. हाँ सब सही है. Okay, great. So as always, let's wait 10 मिनट. फिर उसके बाद में we'll start हमारा जो कार्यक्रम है वो शुरू करेंगे फिर. Deepak, what are you doing these days वैसे? Pritam. Hello Pritam. And Aparna, what are you doing these days? Still drawing soul contract? प्लीज़ जो लोग भी आए हैं वीडियो पे लाइक मार दो. थोड़ी रीच भी बढ़ जाए शायद उससे. हेलो अनुराग भाई, हाउ आर यू? मेरी ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट हुई है, मास्टर्स शुरू होना है कुछ दिन में. ओके, बढ़िया भाई बढ़िया. एंड फाइन आर्ट में कर रहे हो ना ग्रेजुएशन? Aparna is saying yes. As we talk now, I'm drawing storyboard of Soul Contract 5. Great, great. I'm yet to read Soul Contract, Aparna, but I promise you I'll read it before I meet you next time. Aparna, you're coming to Delhi Comic Con, right? Any chance you're coming to Guwahati Comic Con as well? BFA का हो नहीं पाया, फार्मेसी का कर रहा था घर वालों के लिए. ओके, फार्मेसी. चलो भाई कोई बात नहीं. कॉमिक इंडस्ट्री में किसी को दवाई खरीदने की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी तो तुम्हारी फार्मेसी में आ जाएंगे. Aparna is saying, yeah, sure, take your time. You don't have to wait for cliffhanger or chapters end. Yes, I mean, since I'm slow, so by the time I'm done reading both the volumes that I have with me, I think you would have done maybe 5 or 6 chapters by that time, right? So मेरे पास मैं अपने टाइम से अपने हिसाब से पढ़ पाऊँगा फिर. I won't have to like wait forever for the next parts. Basavraj is here. Hello Tadam. May I know how long is this video going to be? Basavraj, this is usually these are 1 hour sessions. So usually 1 hour or 1 hour 10 minutes, sometimes a little less than that, but more or less 1 hour. Bilkul. Vikalp is here. Good evening, Vikalp. Excited for tonight's stream. Yes, me too. So we will be doing the pencils today. Oh, by the way, it's 7:08. So I'm also planning to later edit these videos and put them up on this channel only as short form, um, like crisp versions of these. Obviously the interaction part won't be there. Only the main content that I talk about in the videos. So uske liye, I'll just give a brief introduction. So everyone, welcome to the crash course to comic art. This is Tadam Gyadu, and as you all know, I'm a comic book artist, and I'm doing this series of videos on YouTube for all the aspiring comic book creators or people, passionate fans who are interested in the behind the scenes of the craft, right? How a book comes together. And this will be a series of multiple videos, and we are on episode 2 right now. Last Saturday, we did layouts based on a script that I found online. It was a Spider-Man script, and today is episode 2, and today we do the pencils. I have gathered all the references and character designs that I need to look at while doing the pencils, and yeah, I'm quite excited for tonight's video, and yeah, let's dive in, I guess. Okay, so that is done. ये काट के मेरा editor लगा देगा फिर. Let's see all the comments. Aparna is saying Cosmics has taken the stall in Comic Con Delhi, so maybe I will come as spectator with cosplay, maybe, not sure. Okay, it would be nice to see you in Delhi, Aparna. Alapan is saying, hi bro, sorry for being 9 minutes. No problem, man. That's why I give this buffer time, so I usually wait for 10 minutes. यहाँ फाइन नहीं लेते तदम भाई. हाँ, मैं फाइन नहीं लेता. And yeah, Aparna is saying, yes, let's begin. So yeah, let's get started, guys. I'll share my screen. Let me share my screen. Sorry guys, I have to, मैं ये सब फिक्स करके रखना चाहता हूँ पहले से, but for some reason I just forget to do all of this. पर मैं जो इतना टेक सेवी नहीं हूँ, मेरे को forget to okay, आ गया. मेरे को हमेशा टाइम लगता है ये सब सेट करने में. Just a minute, we will be done in a second. हाँ जी, all set. I hope you all can see my screen. Please let me know if you can see the screen or if you cannot. जब से मैंने विंडोज़ से मैक पे स्विच किया है, it has been, I mean, I'm still getting used to this whole ecosystem, you know. Yeah, so guys, we will be doing the pencils tonight. And last Saturday we did the layouts that you can see on the screen here. It's a Spider-Man comic book page, and as you can see, we have just a sec. I had a few things to talk about actually, so let me just pull up my notes as well. So that I don't forget anything, you know what I mean, because as I draw, and talking while drawing for me is very very tough, पर आप लोगों का मनोरंजन भी करते रहना है, so उसके लिए भी, you know, I have to keep talking as well. So I prepared my notes. I'm looking at them right now. The first thing is, let's do a quick recap, right? What we did last week. So as I was saying, this is a Spider-Man comic book page, and the script said there is some smoke going on, and then you can check out the script in the video description, by the way, if you wanna, you know, check it out. Mac flex chat. अरे ऐसी बात नहीं है actually. Just, you know, I'm still getting used to this. I'm not very tech savvy, and हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ होते रहता है, and I have to like go online and look for a tutorial about that, and then get back to the software and then fix it, you know. ये लाइव स्ट्रीम वाला सीन मेरे को फिक्स करने में you wouldn't believe मतलब कितना टाइम लगा मुझे. I had to go through so many software, so many tutorials, so many articles. Oh, by the way, like कर दीजिए प्लीज़ वीडियो को, क्या पता दूसरे भी देख ले आपके साथ साथ. Anyway, yeah, so we were talking about the comic book page, and we have a establishing shot here that this is New York City, and there is some smoke here, and this is this tiny guy Spider-Man swinging through the buildings and going towards the source of the smoke, right? And we have a money shot here where we show a cool pose of Spider-Man, right? And we have some pigeons that are flying. I have these green boxes for dialogues, for captions, you know. Then we see the Grey Goblin here, and back shot of Spider-Man, some smoke down below, and then the background is New York City, and then they have some dialogues, exchange of dialogue here. That's all. You can, if you want to go into details, then you can check out the script, which is in the video description. So these are the layouts, and now we are going to pencil it. Penciling is basically fine-tuning these rough panels, and the first thing that I do when I'm going for pencils or approaching a page is gather as much reference that I might need, you know. So I usually do it in the layout phase, but then I kind of forgot to do that when I was doing the layouts. So today I am all prepared with the references, because I have to, I need the reference, right? So we have Grey Goblin, but this one is mostly for his glider, you know. These are random images from Google that I found using a Google search. So this is for the glider, and this is for Green Goblin's pumpkin bomb, and this is the Grey Goblin, right? This is the main character design that we will be using um, for the character in the page, and another design for the glider. Another design, this is the back view of the glider, and the glider that I will be drawing will be a mix of all of this. That is why I went with like multiple references, you know, because I couldn't find a proper model sheet of the glider. So this is Green Goblin, this is him, and this is reference for pigeons. I'm very bad at drawing birds, so I need a lot of I need to refer to them whenever I'm drawing. So this is another reference for for another pigeon, and this is the reference that I have pulled up for New York City. I don't know which building this is. If any of you knows, then please let me know in the comment, but this seems like an important building. And last week I mentioned that whenever we are showing a cityscape, a place that is supposed to be based in the real world, then we should always make sure to, you know, include a important landmark, important building, a park or something that would like instantly tell the viewers that okay, this is New York City, or this is New Delhi, or this is Mumbai, right? So I think this is a pretty important and iconic building in from New York, so I picked this reference. Another one, this is a little 3-point perspective version, and this is the model sheet for Spider-Man. Believe it or not, I sometimes, you know, get confused with Spider-Man's design as well, so, you know, I had to just pull up a reference. So let's get started. I guess we can start drawing now, since we are like, you know, we have the basics done, so we can get started with the drawing. One more reason to buy Mac. Oh, one more reason not to buy Mac. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I haven't. I mean, I kind of fell into the trap of this ecosystem thing, right? I have an iPhone, not to flex. I have an iPhone. I bought an iPad, so I had to get a Mac, you know. And I'm thinking of getting an Apple Watch as well and a MacBook when I have the money. Empire State Building. Okay, cool. Empire State Building, right? And Avinav. Hello, Avinav. Thank you for joining the live stream. So, guys, this, in case you're wondering, this is Clip Studio Paint, the software that I use, and now I will be creating panel borders using Clip Studio Paint's default panel tool. So the panel size is set to 13. You can, like, basically the thickness of the panel borders is set to 13. You can customize that. I think 13 is a pretty good size, so I go with that. Usually you can customize it according to your discretion or requirements. And then here what I do is I right click and then go here, ruler, frame, and then divide frame border equally, and I see how many sections do I need. 1, 2, 3 and 4 sections. So 4 horizontal sections I'll add the number here for duplicate layer. Duplicate layer, it will create different panels. If I select do not change, then it will just keep it in all in one layer. So we have different folders now. Folder 2 we do not need because it's borderless, as you have seen in the layouts. And we have 3 vertical divisions for the last section. So I will again click here, and this is actually horizontal division, sorry, not vertical. And I will click do not change here because I don't want separate frames for that, folders for that I mean. And here, so it divided it equally. Now I will, according to my need, just customize them. This is I'm clicking control, and then I can kind of arrange it according to my requirements. My favorite software as well, Aparna. प्रीतम इस इतना खर्चा हो ही रहा है तो एक प्ले स्टेशन भी ले लीजिए। यार मैं उतना गेम नहीं खेलता हूँ, तो इसलिए प्ले स्टेशन नहीं लिया मैंने। आई डोंट हैव द टाइम यार। मैं कभी कभार वो आईपैड पे वो कॉल ऑफ ड्यूटी खेल लेता हूँ, बस वो भी बहुत टाइम से रुका हुआ है। ये हो गया। एंड ये oops, zoom in. Yash is saying, have you tried using Clip Studio Paint on iPad? How is it yes, I do use Clip Studio Paint on my iPad as well, and it's great. बहुत अच्छे से ऑप्टिमाइज़ किया हुआ है उन्होंने। एंड मैं अगर ट्रैवल कर रहा होता हूँ तो मैं उसी पे ड्रॉ करता हूँ कॉमिक्स। मेरे कंप्यूटर से जो मैं पेंसिल्स वगैरह होती हैं यूजुअली मैं मैक में ट्रांसफ़र कर लेता हूँ, फिर जब ट्रैवल करता हूँ तो इंकिंग वगैरह करता रहता हूँ। नाउ लेट्स पुट द लेआउट्स। कहाँ गया पैनल 1? दिस इज़ 1। अब इसको हम अपने अपने फ्रेम में डालेंगे। ये गया अपने फ्रेम में। पैनल 2 जो है वो इसके ऊपर है, सो विल पुट इट इन टॉप लेयर। पैनल 3 जो है वो यहाँ पर है, उसको वहाँ डाल दिया। एंड जो फ्रेम 4 में हमने डालना है ये चला गया। नाउ वी हैव द पेज रेडी। अब ये जो मैंने लेआउट के स्टेज पे बॉर्डर्स बनाए थे, आई डिलीट देम। एंड बस यहाँ पर मैं इसको एक फोल्डर बना लेता हूँ। आई नेम इट P2, बोले तो पैनल 2। इसको मैं गायब करता हूँ अभी के लिए। नाउ आई विल जस्ट, बाय द वे इट्स गना I mean usually pencils take me what 4 hours के आसपास पूरा कंप्लीट करने के लिए। So it might be multiple sessions, 2 to 3 sessions before I'm done with the pencils, properly. तो सब्र रखिएगा। कंट्रोल और B दबाओ तो ये ब्लू कर देता है लाइंस को। मैंने अभी ब्लू करने के बाद में मेरे सामने जो मॉनिटर है वहाँ पर मैंने रेफरेंस को ओपन कर रखा है। एंड अब मैं इसको देखते हुए आई विल सेट अप द पर्सपेक्टिव ग्रिड। सो आई गो हियर, लेयर, रूलर, फ्रेम यहाँ पर, एंड यहाँ से आई सेलेक्ट क्रिएट पर्सपेक्टिव रूलर। तो अब यहाँ पे वी हैव, ओके लेट मी show you first. यहाँ पर एक वैनिशिंग पॉइंट है एंड ऐसे एक वैनिशिंग पॉइंट है, हल्का सा टिल्ट है इधर, जो कि नीचे ये लाइंस जो है कन्वर्ज हो रही हैं एंड ऐसे एक है. सो दिस इज़ गना बी, मैं इसको जो है सिर्फ दो पर्सपेक्टिव लाइंस और वैनिशिंग पॉइंट्स ही लूँगा. यहाँ पर गए, क्रिएट पर्सपेक्टिव रूलर एंड दो वैनिशिंग पॉइंट. वी कैन इवन गिव अ fish eye perspective, but I don't need fish eye, so I'm going with 2-point perspective. अब यहाँ पर इसने यहाँ एक लगा रखा है, यहाँ पर what I'll do is I'll just invert it and the horizontal lines जो जहाँ वो जा रही हैं उसके हिसाब से I'll just set it like this and I'll adjust the vanishing point at the bottom like this. Just remember, the closer the vanishing points, the more warped the image will look. So make sure that you are adjusting accordingly. See, अब मैं vanishing point यहाँ पर रखूँगा because I want to bring your focus to this smoke, right? Also, during the layouts wala session, we talked about the rule of thirds. तो rule of thirds के हिसाब से भी it will fall somewhere here. Oops, ये क्या हुआ? Rule of thirds में that, अरे यार ये क्या हो रहा है? हाँ. This is what I don't like digital drawing के टाइम पे. So it is falling somewhere here, right? तो इस वाले intersecting point के relation में है. Abhinav is asking 4 hours for every page. Well, makes sense considering the amount of details. 4 hours for every page. 4 hours, I'm talking about the pencils, Abhinav. Sometimes more, you know, sometimes 5 to 6 hours as well. I'm quite a slow artist, so usually some people, they don't take as long. So let's make a quick grid now. Making a grid is very important, you know. Using a perspective grid is very, very important. Otherwise, your backgrounds might not look convincing enough, and they might lack the depth that is required for them to pull in the audience inside the image. So I'm quickly drawing these guidelines so that based on these I can start doing the kind of putting down the rough shapes of the buildings. See what I told you about me not being able to talk while I draw? Let me look at my pointers. Yeah, perspective and foreshortening. If anybody is confused about foreshortening is basically the when things are coming towards the camera, they look bigger, and when they're going away from the camera, they look smaller, right? So that relationship is called foreshortening. Just look at my hand right now. It's looking bigger than my head, right? भैया अगर ट्रेडिशनल आर्टिस्ट में पेपर के बाहर अगर पर्सपेक्टिव हो तो कैसे ले सकते हैं उसको. सो उसके लिए ना देर आर मल्टीपल वेज फॉर दैट. आई मीन सॉरी, नॉट मल्टीपल, देर आर सम ट्रिक्स फॉर दैट. तो आई कांट शो इट टू यू राइट नाउ बिकॉज इट्स गोना टेक सम टाइम. बट जस्ट गूगल यूट्यूब पे सर्च करना creating perspective grid without vanishing points. If you do that, then you will find a bunch of videos. Oops, that I don't know what's wrong. That kind of tell you that how to create perspective grids without putting down vanishing points. तो उसमें आसान हो जाता है. So we will be using foreshortening here. Let me look at some the basic shapes of the buildings. This is the building here, and this is creating a tangent. टेंजेंट बेसिकली ये होता है कि सपोज़ ये एक सर्कल है और ये एक सर्कल है, तो दोनों अगर ऐसे दोनों की लाइंस एक दूसरे से अगर टच कर रही हैं या फिर इवन टच करने के बहुत करीब है, सो दैट जस्ट मेक्स द इमेज फ्लैट, यू नो. बट अगर आप ऐसे बनाते हैं तो ये ओवरलैप करता है एंड डजंट लुक एज बैड. सो मेक श्योर यू आर नॉट, यू नो, हमारा माइंड ना ऑटोमेटिकली टेंजेंट्स बनाने लग जाता है. सो बी केयरफुल. Also, when you are drawing buildings, make sure to have varied shapes, because buildings are, you know, if you look around, buildings are of different shapes and sizes. So make sure that there is variety, and that will make the image look natural. Backgrounds take me a long time, especially urban infrastructure. See, यहाँ पर मेरा दिमाग एक टेंजेंट बना रहा था, मैं इसको हटा दूँगा. I'll make sure to keep this space a little empty so that our eyes can see Spidey properly. Is anybody watching Peacemaker, by the way? I mean, is anybody done watching Peacemaker? season 2. I find drawing backgrounds so boring. It is a little boring, but backgrounds are also very, very important. I like drawing organic backgrounds, because then I don't have to worry about these perspective grids. These make everything very, very rigid. Hmm. So let me put Empire State Building here. Planning to start watching Peacemaker 2 from tomorrow. It's a very good show. For me, the finale was a little let down, but I did enjoy the series overall. Anybody seen Bads of Bollywood? Which is apparently Bastards of Bollywood. I knew that already. I don't know why they wanted to hide it so much. कलर और बैकग्राउंड से डर लगता है मुझे तो जिस चीज़ से डर लगता है जस्ट मूव टुवर्ड्स दैट हेड ऑन किसी महापुरुष ने बोला था कि हम उस चीज़ से डरते हैं जिस चीज़ को हम नहीं समझते हैं तो जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड यू वोंट बी अफ्रेड एनीमोर. मैं कभी कभी अच्छी खासी फिलॉसफी भी झाड़ लेता हूँ एज यू हैव जस्ट हर्ड. I'm looking at the reference simultaneously. That's why it's easier when you have two monitors. एक monitor, the bigger one I have in front of me जहाँ पर मैंने reference निकाला हुआ है. Censorship laws अजीब है इंडिया में, पूछो मत यार. Some buildings are Dead Baba, yes. श्री श्री 150 बार श्री टेड बाबा. मैं भी अभी अगर टेंट लगाकर अभी बैठ जाऊं तो आजकल जैसा बाबागिरी का धंधा चल रहा है, मैं भी बड़ा वाला बन जाता अभी तक. ठंड हो रही है क्या उधर? हाँ जी, ठंड होने शुरू हो चुकी है. अपर्णा इज लविंग. अपर्णा, अगर एआई प्रिवेल करता है ना और सारी 8 जॉब्स चली जाती हैं एआई को, तो फिर हम वही करते हैं. मैं बाबा बन जाऊँगा, तुम क्या बोलते हो, बाबा का फीमेल वर्जन क्या होता है? बाबी. बाबी बन जाना. दुखों का निवारण करेंगे लोगों के. ना हो गया. I'll just put in a little detail in the buildings. सही है. 12 की जगह 120 ऑडियंस तो होते ही. हाँ. भाई 120 से ज़्यादा ही होते हैं. 1200. थप्पड़ से डर नहीं लगता, प्यार से लगता है. प्यार की तरफ बढ़े तो थप्पड़ मार देती है. क्या करे ठंडा. थप्पड़ से डर नहीं लगता, प्यार से लगता है. प्यार की तरफ बढ़े तो थप्पड़ मार देती है. तो जब वो थप्पड़ मारती है, अगर दाएं गाल पे मारती है तो आप बायां गाल आगे कर दीजिए. फिर अगर बाएं गाल पे मारती है तो दायां गाल आगे कर दीजिए. तो कितने ही थप्पड़ मार लेगी वो वीडियो नहीं देखा आपने? तू मैनू प्यार करेगा. तू वो पंजाबी वीडियो नहीं होता, थप्पड़ मार मार के एक दूसरे से प्यार हो जाता है उनको. तो वैसे हो जाएगा आपका भी. I know a lot of philosophy too. Great. Yeah, it will have more income. Definitely. So ये ऐसे बनाएंगे. भैया जिम ली ने तो अभी एआई आर्ट को स्ट्रिक्टली अलाउ नहीं करने का बोला है ना डीसी काउंसिल. यस. एनिमीज टू लवर्स. यस. थप्पड़ के बहाने छूती आपको. थिंक पॉजिटिव. भाई इतनी पॉजिटिविटी चाहिए मुझे भी ज़िंदगी में. Marvel is also more or less against AI. डीसी ने तो अपना स्टैंड क्लियर कर ही दिया. दे ब्लैकलिस्टेड एन आर्टिस्ट रिसेंटली जिसने कोई बैटमैन की कॉमिक पे एआई का यूज़ किया था. एंड्रिया कुछ तो नाम था. दैट वाज ही इज़ अ गुड आर्टिस्ट. पता नहीं क्यों एआई का इस्तेमाल किया भाई साहब ने. इसके लिए ना एक बहुत ही बढ़िया तरीका है मेरे पास. डू दिस, do this. So मैं ऐसे ही करता हूँ guys. I do the rough layouts first and then I do another pass of roughs, that is rough pencils, you know, before I clean it up. This is the, I mean, I put it through multiple stages, and I think if you put it through multiple stages of refining, then the art just becomes better, right? Aparna, you should do post more videos of you playing the piano, you know. I didn't know you can play so well. I think few good artists took help of AI so that they can earn more at a very short time. Yeah, and that is unfortunate. It's needed for details. So I do the same: storyboard, sketching, line art, screen tone, shading, coloring, final. Yes, exactly. Oh, my webcam. I think my camera died. Just a second, guys. I'll fix it. See, what did I tell you? Oops. I'm not very tech savvy and this keeps happening. Yep, I'm back. I was using my DSLR, you know, for a better quality video. Unfortunately. Hola, I'm late, I guess. Not much. We are still on the first panel only. Studies is Megha, right? It's back. Yeah, that's because turned on the. I connected the webcam, because my camera's DSLR's battery died. Very, very unfortunate. It is back. So once I'm done with this shot, you know, this panel one has a very big background, so it's taking some time. Once I'm done with this panel, it's gonna be much faster. You see there is foreshortening here as well. These windows are bigger and then this one is a little smaller, this one is a tad bit smaller. Need to keep that in mind as well. Need to keep the size of the building according to the size of in relation to the other buildings, you know, otherwise it's just not convincing enough. Two big windows. Yeah, Shiva, are you familiar with Ross Draw's AI controversy? Also, he does this thing called image bashing, where he traces over multiple reference images and combine them to make one final piece. Urvashi, Urvashi, I'm sorry. Please take it easy. I'm sorry. Okay, so I knew that Ross Draws uses a lot of photo bashing. Didn't know about AI, but um, you know, my take on using references is you feel free to use photo references as much as you can, but the final thing, should um, imagine it like this: you're a filter, right? You have your own art style or your own sensibilities, your own aesthetics, and you put the reference through yourself, through your own lens, and then what comes out should be a culmination of your vision, that is mixed with the reference. If the reference comes out as it is and people know that, okay, this reference has been taken from there, and they can like almost know that, okay, it's traced 100%, like almost like more than 50% even, so I feel that is kind of unfair. I was thinking about that only today, actually. How is taking references, how is using AI not fair, and how is um, taking photo references fair? I feel AI just eliminates the stage where you filter the reference through yourself, through your vision. So I think that's what makes it unfair. Also, uh, the impact that it has, the art that it steals from living or non, dead artists, right? So that is another topic. What do you guys think about it? Why is AI, the use of AI, unfair according to you? And what counts as reference? What counts as blatant cheating or copying? And I would like to ask non-artists here, Anurag bhai, does it matter to you if somebody is like tracing from photographs and just like using them as it is, or it doesn't matter to you as long as it's looking good? Very interesting topic. I don't think anyone 100% copies their reference. Well, yeah, not 100%, but then majority of it, right? Which kind of um, gives away that, okay, यहाँ से refer किया गया है. Like how, for example, this whole case with Art by Sehgal, right? That guy just rips off other people's work. Yeah, I'm not putting any more details. Just a little bit on the Empire State Building. My God. Aparna is saying, I feel that photograph happy. Oh, hello, happy. In the end, the artist should add something from his side. Not only something, actually, a lot. I feel that photograph is fine. After all, artists, my misses of my misses, said by Plato. Every artist has their own vision through which they see the world and then recreate it. Yes, I understand that. But then, using a photograph as it is, I mean, that's where it becomes tricky. You know, in that case, is the artist adding anything from their side at all? And if not, then are they an artist? If they're not adding anything at all, that is a topic worth talking about, I think. As for AI, does not have its own consciousness and cannot perceive things as human. It can only steal images from other artists, then create a new one. That will be tracing. Yes, agreed. Let me water myself. AI supporters' argument is that nothing is 100% original and everyone takes inspiration from something somewhere. But from an artist POV, Gen AI is ripping off millions of artwork without concept. Yes, and that is one argument, and uh, those people, they don't understand the concept of creation. I don't know if you guys know about Vimo, but for that, Vimo gave a very interesting analogy. He said, there's a pizza maker, right? So that is mechanical, like some kind of oven or something, that you put the ingredients there, the dough and the cheese and the veggies and all, right? And then it just makes a pizza inside it. So does that make you a chef? No, right? Doesn't. So it's the same case with AI. To make the silhouette stronger. When drawing tiny figures, you need to have a very strong silhouette. Otherwise, might not look, it might just lose its significance. Sorry, I have a habit of humming, which is kind of bad. Yes, we are almost there. This is disturbing. That's why I hate this term AI artists. Yes, Vimo orders his pizza from outside. Saw once on his live stream. I think everybody orders their pizza from outside. But those pizzas are made by somebody, right? And those people could be called a chef. Nope, this isn't looking good. And we are almost past 1 hour. And I'm still stuck on the first panel only. I think we'll make it 1.5 hours for today's session. That's it. Yeah, I think that's all the detail that I'll put in there. And oh, I forgot to put the smoke. No, I will. So I'm using the smoke as a visual cue where Spidey is going, right? So it's going this way, like this, right? So our eyes are leading from here and then here, like this. And as you can see, I have kept this space fairly clear, empty, so that the silhouette of Spider-Man is visible clearly. I think I messed up his size a little, so I will just adjust it. He should be a lot more smaller. Yeah, that's it. I must say, what you have drawn in last half an hour is beyond imagination. Thank you, Anurag bhai. भैया आपने ऑलमोस्ट सभी बिल्डिंग्स के विंडोज़ थोड़ा छोटा बड़ा बनाया है, तो क्या आपको उनको इंकिंग के लिए टाइम दोबारा एडजस्ट करेंगे या मैं एक्चुअली इस पर पेंसिल करने वाला हूँ. आई एम नॉट गोना इंक देम ऑन दिस स्टेज ऑनली. इसको मैं दोबारा क्लीन अप करूँगा वेयर आई विल एडजस्ट द साइज़ ऑफ द विंडोज़ और ये सब जो बहुत ही वेग है. आई विल बी एडिंग डिटेल्स देयर एज वेल. So now we come to the money shot, you know. ये मेरा favorite part होता है usually. Yash is saying, as a beginner digital artist, I'm still learning character design and posing, so sometimes I use apps like Magic Poser first to make the poses in 3D and then use it as reference. Yeah, I use Magic Poser as well. There is another app called Handy it's especially for heads and hands. So I use that one too. There is nothing wrong with it, but you should know how to use it, right? If, as I said, if you're taking reference, if you're using reference, then if you're using it as it is, then I find a problem in it. I kind of find it problematic. Otherwise, taking reference is not bad. Like, for example, I have shown you guys, right? This is the reference that I'm using for the first panel. But can you look at this image and tell that, you know, that is the image that I have used here? It's quite different, right? The composition, the way I have used, even the lighting, I will change it. Don't forget, the Mona Lisa took years to make, and here it's been just exactly. Yay. Oops, I don't know why this arrow keeps showing up. So I'll keep I'll hide that panel. I'll keep Spidey slim and sexy. He should be flexible and kind of not very muscular. I don't know why I always start with the head. People say we should start with the torso first when drawing a figure, but I always end up, even though I kind of try to start from the torso. I kept the head in a different layer, so that I can move it. I start with head too. Okay, cool. That's why we're good artists, Aparna. I'm really liking that emoji. Damn. रफ्तार का गाना है ना उस पे, सारी करो डैम. When drawing figures, I just, you know, lay down the big shapes of the muscles. I don't go into too much detail. As you can see, Dark Pencil Studio. Oh, Tejas bhai, hello Tejas bhai, how are you? Thank you for joining my live stream. Please like Tokdo. Thank you, Tejas bhai. Guys, I think this stage, this penciling stage, it's gonna take me 3 live stream sessions at least, because आज मैंने ये I'll be done with this second panel, like the rough pencils for the second panel. आज हो जाएगा, and then I'll be doing the cleanup as well. उसमें I think it will take me 1.5 hour more. So foreshortening, can you see? And इस हाथ से स्पाइडी ने he's shooting web, and the other hand he has just let go of a web. Now इसलिए मैंने देखो, that's why I keep the head on a separate layer so that I can move it around easily, you know. I can resize it if I want. This is better. Let me look at the reference a little. Spidey eyes. I get a little confused, you know, when I'm drawing Spidey's eyes. Like this. Let's go with big animated eyes. Yeah, we have it now. उर्वशी का नाम मैं भूल गया, वो बुरा मान गई, seems. She did not take it easy. Yeah. So, oops, ये तो अलग लेयर पे है. Now let's draw the pigeons. I have the reference for the pigeons here. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Here and here. Birds, I find it very tough. Aparna, I really like that emoji. Again, just breaking it down into simple shapes, and थोड़ा सा एनवायरमेंटल इम्पैक्ट के लिए हम एक दो फेदर्स भी उड़ा सकते हैं लाइक दिस. एंड कबूतर को भी स्पाइडरमैन की आइज दे दो. Wouldn't that be fun? Art reviews when Samuel, I'll be doing art reviews after I'm done with this series. By the way, are you coming to Guwahati Comic Con, Samuel? I did review your artwork, by the way. I think it's in the second session. Okay, we don't have यहाँ पर shapes जो हैं, there is no variety in the shape, so I will just reduce the size of this pigeon a little. भैया foreshortening में proportion matter करता है क्या? ज़रूर. Proportion के अलावा अगर नहीं होगा तो it will look very wonky यार. So you need to take care of be careful about the proportions. How to add personality and body language to poses? Like Andrew Garfield's Spidey is more expressive than others. How to show that in comics? Well, you have to understand the gestures of the character, right? What you are trying to show, like Spidey is supposed to be very flexible, so you'll be using a lot of S curves or C curves in his poses. For example, you can do a pose like this with Spider-Man, or like this, like this. Just push it to the extremes. Check out Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man poses. He just took Spider-Man and pushed his anatomy to the extreme level, made him super flexible. I mean, that a normal human body could never do. But he also made it convincing, and his Spider-Man was like one of the best-selling comics when he was writing and drawing it. Oops. I don't know why this arrow keeps coming, it's very annoying. Would you guys like me to do podcasts as well, by the way? I can invite my fellow artists and do interviews with them, and it won't be like talking about their journey or anything. It will be more art focused, technique focused, how they approach their work and all. And me being an artist, I think I can dive deeper into all of that. Also, do you guys listen to where do you guys like which software or which platform do you guys use for your podcasts? Just trying to place this bird properly. Okay, I'll place it there. Place it there. Keep Spidey clean. So let's hope. I always missed Comic Con slow. You're going to be there, right? Yes, I'll be there in Guwahati. Also, Samuel, if you are interested in getting a stall, I could put you in touch with some people, who are offering stalls to northeastern artists. The stall is, you won't have to pay for the stall, but there might be some like minor stall management fees applicable. If you're open to that, I can put you in touch with them. Got to go now. Dinner time. Bye bye. It's turning out good. Thank you, Aparna. And yeah, go have your dinner. Thank you so much for joining. Yash is saying yes, please. Sure. Podcast. Let's go. Some video podcasts on YouTube. Rest on Apple Podcasts. Okay. Cool. So I'll start doing that. And I will oops. This is the web, no, it's not looking good. Let's have the web come from here and then the web that he just left, basically. Yes, let's have that. So Samuel is saying nice, but I'll hit you in DMs later. We'll talk about the stall stuff. Sure, man. Please do that. Yeah, guys. I think for today this is good enough, and rest of the panels, these I will do tomorrow. Oh, sorry, not tomorrow. Next week. And wait. Oops. Oh my god. I just made myself huge. Oops. Yeah. This is good. Sorry, guys. I'm really uh, bad at this tech thing. Let me. Yeah, now it's better. Yeah. काफी सही लग रहा है. Thank you guys. So ये रहा first panel. This is the establishing shot of New York City, and this is Spider-Man. And we will flesh out the rest of the panels in the next session, which will be next week. And yeah, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your time, and always being so supportive and listening to me blabber about comic book shit and non-comic book shit as well. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, आज तो काफ़ी टाइम लगा. It's 1.5 hours now, and you know, I think we should end the stream here. And thank you so much for joining once again, and have a good night. We will finish the page very very soon. Hope you guys found the video insightful and had some takeaways from here. So yeah, see you next Saturday.